This is Channels Television's breaking news.
This just in, we have reports of 16,000 Indians marching westward through our town of Chattanooga, Tennessee on something called the Trail of Tears. They are marching on the orders of President Andrew Jackson. What brings them through our town? How do they feel about these orders? Our field reporter Jessica Lane is on the scene reporting live. Jessica?
Thank you, Kristen. I'm Jessica Lane, reporting in Chattanooga, Tennessee on the Trail of Tears. As you can see, there are several Indians walking on the Trail of Tears. It's very cold out here. These families are marching westward on the orders of President Andrew Jackson. Get your asses out of here! Many families have traveled with animals as they face these horrible tragedies along the Trail of Tears. This Indian is wearing flip-flops, as you can see. Several families did not have time to gather their belongings as they were sent on the Trail of Tears. Approximately 4,000 Cherokees have died of diseases, hunger, and cold. I'm here with Pocahontas III, asking her some questions about her journey on the Trail of Tears. Pocahontas III, how has this journey affected your family?
They ripped us apart. My family, half of them have died. I don't know where my mom is or my brother.
That's horrible.
I know.
I'm sorry. My second question. What are your feelings towards Andrew Jackson?
I hate him!
Okay! What are some challenges you have faced along the way?
Well, we were removed by force, by gunpoint, and forced to march along these woods. And I forgot to get all my things. I didn't have enough time, so I had to wear flip-flops, and I hurt my foot.
Thank you for your time. As you may have noticed, she continuously looked over her shoulder to see if Andrew Jackson or his soldiers were watching from a distance. I'm here with the townsperson in Chattanooga, Tennessee. What is your name?
Gertrude Smith.
May I ask you a few questions?
I reckon.
What are your feelings towards these Indians?
I hate them. They ruined my life. They're just tearing up my fields, taking all my farmland, killing my cows. They're barbarians.
That's wild. Well, it seems there are several misconceptions about these Indians.
Thank you for joining me, Mr. President.
Make it snappy.
So, what are you hoping to accomplish with the Indian Removal Act?
Well, as you already know, white settlers wanted to grow cotton on the Indians' land, so we're going to take it.
Do you not think that comes with a bit of arrogance?
Arrogance? Pfft. What is arrogance? I'm on the $20 bill. There's no such thing as arrogance when I'm this popular.
On March 28, 1830, Congress, along with President Andrew Jackson, passed something known as the Indian Removal Act. President Jackson, can you please explain to me and our many viewers what the Indian Removal Act actually is?
Well, the Indian Removal Act is the removal of Indians from certain areas.
Forcibly removing Indians.
Forcibly? Pfft. Who said anything about force? I just want their land, and I'm taking any measure necessary.
You know, many people are beginning to call this the Trail of Tears. What do you think about that?
The Trail of Tears? Why? Nobody's crying. I'm happy that they're leaving, and that's all that matters.
Have you seen the videos of these people? It looks to me like they're pretty sad.
They're not a part of the USA, so I don't care if they're sad. I care about the smiles on my people.
So you're saying that 16,000 Indians that have been here for many, many years are not U.S. citizens?
I don't know where you're getting these statistics, but no, I do not consider that, if that is true.
Are you calling it fake news?
Are you calling it fake news?
I'm all right. Well, we're going to take a short break, at which point in time President Andrew Jackson will watch the many videos that our field reporter Jessica Lane has taken in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And when we come back, you will get to hear his thoughts and beliefs on these videos.
Have you ever witnessed an Indian on a piece of land that you want? Well, guess what? Now,
It's free real estate.
you see this Indian? No, you don't, because guess what? She's gone! And now all this land is yours! For the price of nothing.
Welcome back to NCNN. As you may remember, I'm here with President Andrew Jackson, and we are discussing the horrors that are occurring on the Trail of Tears. Over the break, Andrew Jackson watched the many videos that our field reporter Jessica Lane took in Chattanooga, Tennessee, one of which she interviewed an Indian by the name of Pocahontas III. President Jackson, what are your feelings about that interview with Jessica Lane and Pocahontas III?
Well, you see, she mentioned how she was only able to grab her sandals, but I think that they should have left earlier so they could only go walk with their bare feet.
Interesting. That's an interesting take on it. A lot of people sympathize with the Indians, do you not?
No, they're trespassing on our land.
So, one might say that you see them as barbarians.
Yes, I do.
Interesting. So, if you feel like that about the Indians, I'm curious to see what your take is on the interview that she had with the townsperson. How do you feel about that? In the interview, she said basically she supported you. She talked as if she wasn't a very big fan of the Indians. She talked of them as if they weren't people.
Well, you see, I am total support of her, and I'm glad that she took a stand to agree with me, and that is my job, to make the people happy. So that is what I'm doing.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well, I would like to thank my viewers for tuning in to get the story first on NCNN today. Today, we've had reports of 16,000 Indians marching through our town of Chattanooga, Tennessee. And we were able to have President Andrew Jackson here with us, interviewing him about his actions that he's taken with the Indian Removal Act, as well as our field reporter Jessica Lane, who was on the scene reporting live, interviewing Indians and townspeople alike. Tune in at NCNN tomorrow at 7 p.m. for an update on this jaw-dropping story.
And it's hard at the end of the day. I need some distraction. Oh, a beautiful release. Memories seep from my veins. Let me be empty. Oh, and weightless, and maybe I'll find